Welcome to episode 2 of Success Story, where we get a chance to interview people involved in the business world to find out how exactly they have successfully intertwined themselves within the realms of business. My name is Manal, and I'm here with Serena. And in today's episode, we will be interviewing Arseli Mohensi. Arceli Mohseni plays a very vital role in the world of business, where she works with small businesses and aids them in terms of getting government contracting.
Okay, so our first question. Um, I know we briefly went over what your role is in terms of business, but can you go a little more into depth and give us some information regarding your profession?
Course. Um, I work in the public sector, in the Office of Small Business and Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise Services. It's a very long title. We go by OSDS, and we play a vital role in helping small businesses get certified by the state as a small business, which allows them to compete against large businesses when they are pursuing government contracts. And we do that in several different ways. We assist them with certification. We conduct outreach throughout the entire state of California. We do one-on-one consultations with businesses who are interested and provide technical assistance and procurement-related questions. And we help them market their business to the state. We also conduct workshops as well, and we facilitate council meetings that are important to small businesses, where the state plays a role, as well as organizations that represent small businesses. So that's quite a lot, I know. It's quite a lot to unpack.
So our second question is, how has aiding small businesses helped you develop your understanding of how the world of business works as a whole?
In general, I have interacted one-on-one with businesses in different capacities, whether they are attending events and they're exhibit and where we're exhibiting, they come up to our table and they have all kinds of questions. But one of the main questions that they ask me is, how can I sell to the state? And so the very first thing I try to identify is what are the products and services that you're selling. The state is a great opportunity because it's the fifth largest economy in the world, California. So it beats out a lot of countries in terms of finances. We in the government, we buy an array of different products and services, all the way from helicopters to paper. And so there's all kinds of products and services in between. So my first question to the business would be, do you know if the state of California buys what you're selling? Most of the time is a yes. And then if they tell me, oh, well, I'm an IT consultant, or I am a environmental scientist, all of those are things that the state needs. Now, the second question is identify which of the 200 plus departments is buying what you're selling. And then we have a conversation about capacity. So I've learned that small businesses have particular challenges to them, and they also bring added value to the state. Some of their challenges are capacity. So they don't have the broad resources that a large business does, in terms of manpower, in terms of being able to move product as quickly. However, they provide great customer service. They are eager to do work with the state, and many times they go above and beyond when with their customer service. And they employ Californians. So when I help a small business, I'm helping them uh, thrive their old business, but they are also employing other Californians. And so the California economy benefits. Um, I believe there was a study that was done where the results for buying from a small business means that the dollar will circle 3 times in the California economy. So, it's a really powerful what a really powerful impact that we have when purchasing from small businesses. So I've learned that about them, and I've also learned that that is very difficult as an entrepreneur. You're wearing many different hats, and so it's very challenging for a small business owner to have the time to pursue the contracts and learn. So we bridge that gap because they're often, doing payroll, and they're doing marketing themselves, and they're doing the accounting themselves. And so we want to provide assistance so that they don't have to cross another hurdle when pursuing government contracts. And I know that that's a lot again.
No, it's totally okay. Your answer was amazing. Okay, for our third question, as someone who gets firsthand accounts with business, what qualities tend to make a business more successful?
That's a great question, Serena. The you know the there's a couple of things that can make them more successful and stand out among their peers. Being responsive is the number one thing, or the top quality. Um, in government contracting, often state buyers will reach out to small businesses who are certified with California for quotes or contract opportunities. And so making sure that you reply to those, or that you have someone who is looking out for those emails and those phone calls is a great way to build a relationship with a buyer who may remember you. Your quote, you may or may not receive the contract, and that depends on the way that the state um, goes out for solicitation. There's many different ways. You may not win the contract as a small business. However, if you're responsive, the buyer will remember you and will continue to reach out, because your business is one of the businesses that provided a quote right away within the time limit, or that answered the phone. And so that's wonderful to begin building the relationship. That's one of the main qualities. The other quality would be marketing yourself strategically. So businesses who do or have someone who can ask the right questions and target and identify the right department to market their products and services is a great quality. Sometimes a little digging goes a long way, and we understand and that can be daunting for a small business. So reaching out to help in our office, the Office of Small Business and Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise Services, is a great way to leverage the assistance that is offered. So that's another great quality. If you don't have the capacity probably to be able to identify the right department, uh, a business who can ask for help and reach out for help, and say, hey, I don't know what I don't know, and I'm willing to learn is a third great quality. Those would be the top three.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I really loved your answer. I feel like admitting that you don't know things is obviously how we grow, and I feel like not doing that, it's only gonna like end up like hurting you. So
Yeah.
thank you for touching on that. That concludes part one of our interview with Arseli Mohseni. We hope you continue to join us for this discussion in part two.